I have a very important question for you, Jan.
Okay.
In Belgium, the people, you know the Alien Intrusion Project of Jude Jordan, I think.
I'm not familiar with it.
Not familiar with it? Well, it's the thing is, some people think that the extraterrestrials, that they have a hidden agenda.
Okay.
And like they are like demons.
Yes.
And some people are very concerned about this.
Okay.
Well, what's all about that agenda?
Right.
And then they say if you're abducted and you say Christ, they go away.
Right. Well, so here's the thing. I'm Christian.
Yeah.
I studied the Bible for probably 20 years now. I personally don't believe that the basis of the phenomenon is demonic. There are people reporting non-human contact who have demonic characteristics to that. It's a very small percentage. Now, we do have information that would say that if you call on Christ, yes, you can stop these things. But it might not have anything to do with being demons. It may have more to do with free will and the fact that people, if they don't want to be bothered, they can call off whatever's happening. But it's something we're looking at very carefully. But our experiencer research team under Kathy Marden has talked to hundreds and hundreds of experiencers about this phenomenon. A very small percentage of them are having demonic possession or demonic activity in their homes. That can be treated through exorcism and other things, but we don't do that as MUFON. We refer it to a priest or to someone of a religious vein. So I don't think people have to worry about the demon side of things. I mean, there are demons in the world, I do believe that. We should all be concerned about demons. But the UFO phenomenon itself appears to be more of a higher dimensional type beings, or as Michio Kaku talked about last night, type 2, 3 civilizations that are coming here. And because they have such advanced technology, it appears to us to be something that might be something supernatural.
Okay. I have one more question for you, Jan.
Sure.
We perform skywatch procedures.
Yes.
So we use equipment.
Right.
And I think you're familiar with the process.
Sure.
And the funny thing is, if we use frequency, like the Schumann resonance, hertz, we almost every time we get high strangeness. We get equipment that does funny. We have sightings in the air. What's your take on that?
Well, I think my take is this. We live in a mathematical universe. Everything is mathematics. And so when you get into frequencies and things like that, resonant frequencies, I think it does attract certain things to us. So, I mean, if you're doing it and you want to attract them, that's a good thing.
Could it be that if we see them, that they see us? Is that the thing with the extraterrestrials?
Well, they definitely see us. I don't think we always see them.
Yeah.
We were looking at some video just a few minutes ago from Jaime Maussan.
Yeah.
Some of it was taken in the infrared range. And I know that from the Nimitz aircraft carrier and the Tic Tac videos that were released, a lot of those images were actually infrared. So if you were just looking at it with your eye, you wouldn't have seen those craft. Yeah. So our eyesight has a very small range in the entire frequency range. We only see a very small piece.
Yeah.
So there's a lot more going on that we don't actually perceive.
Yeah. At one point we were skywatching in Vulture in a crop circle.
Sure.
And we saw next to a military base a huge black triangle flying over us at night.
Oh, really? Okay.
And it was like the Phoenix lights, but perhaps half the size.
Okay. Did it have lights on the apexes?
No, only at the apexes, but a few. Not on front, not the front. Okay. And we know all the stealth fighters.
Sure.
It was not a stealth fighter.
You actually saw a structured craft as opposed to just some lights in the sky.
Yeah, and it was black.
Okay.
And it was like die cast.
Okay. Yes.
And we had a recording because all the pictures were scrambled.
Okay.
But we had a sound recording and it had a slight hum at the back.
Sure.
A slight hum, and it flew over us, and it disappeared at the horizon like a stripe, black stripe.
Really? Okay. Very interesting.
Yeah.
I wish I could have seen that.
Yeah.
Did you get it on film?
No, everything was scrambled.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
yeah.
I think they had some electromagnetic interference with us.
Yeah.
But it was amazing. We were with, I think, 10 people who saw it.
You may want to go back and look at that video
Yeah.
and see if there's a resonant frequency on it, because we had a similar case in MUFON called 74282 case number, which was a barbell-shaped object, and when they videotaped it, the videotape got wiped, so there's no image, but he could see the pulsing of the engines, and they found that it was pulsing at 123 hertz. So there might be some clues there on how these craft work.
I'm sure to do that.
Okay.
Thank you, Jan, and I hope you visit us on our website,
I would love to.
Transology website.
Okay,
and,
thank you.
And we'll be
Great
sure
meeting
to take notice of your website, MUFON, but it's very big, MUFON. It's so huge, that world.
Well, it's all people.
Yeah.
You know, these are all volunteers, all the people who work
great.
for MUFON. So it's a love of labor, and people just because of their passion, and some of them who've had their own experiences, they're very committed to it. So thank you.
Thank you for what you're doing, Jan.
Oh,
Thank you. All right.